From now on, Edith will be assisting you on your missions as your companion.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not. This isn't a debate, Monk.
I think
We
I
can
should...
continue this conversation in my office. Calmly.
Good, because I definitely have some words I'd like to say. Edith, don't worry. I'll be right back.
Please speak freely.
What do you think you're doing?
Giving you some extra help.
I don't need extra help. I am perfectly capable of completing these ridiculous missions myself.
Did she help you defeat the creature?
Yes, but all she did was take me to a bar and distract the creature. The rest was me protecting her. Shouldn't I get some control over who I work with? Which I'd like to empathise is no one.
Should be perfect for you. And if she isn't, we'll return her to Earth and wipe her memory.
Fine, but can we at least get her into something more suitable for these missions? I don't think those frocks of hers will be very useful when running around the Rocky Mountains of Zelpha 3.
Very well. Go and tell her, and then come back here so I can tell you what her next mission is.
You! Timelord next to Edith.
I have a name.
Hey, no one cares. Look, you're going to escort Edith to find some more suitable clothes for our next mission. Literally, get anything that isn't from Earth's history.
Do I have to help this human?
Yes. It's ordered by the coordinator herself.
Alright. Come on, miss.
What are you going to do?
Find out what my mission is. Right then. What do I need to do?
What do you make of this?
It looks like a golf ball.
Take this seriously, Monk.
It looks like a planet with a breathable atmosphere, slightly bigger in mass compared to the likes of Earth.
This is a human colony world. But there's one problem. For the past decade, this planet has just been at night. No daytime.
So the planet is in some sort of perpetual darkness?
Exactly. Doesn't make much sense at first glance, but if you take a closer look to the upper atmosphere...
That's a temporal cloud. The colonists are stuck in the past. They could be centuries less advanced than they should.
That's what we believe is happening.
I'm guessing you want me and Edith to go down there, find out how this temporal cloud was created, and if possible, stop it and return the planet to its correct and normal form.
That's exactly what I was suggesting. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Don't be too sure. Sometimes the easiest missions become the most difficult.
Please. It's a human colony world that's been shifted backwards through time. What could go wrong? Ugh. See what I mean? They don't get any better. They seriously need to fix their technology.
I've only done it twice.
Yeah. Well, you better get used to them quickly. Especially if I'm not freed soon.
So, what's the mission?
It's quite simple, really. This planet is in perpetual darkness because someone or something has created a temporal cloud around the planet.
I don't know what that is.
Basically, it forces the humans on this planet to shift into a different point of history. So we could either be dealing with very advanced humans, or humans that are less advanced than your own century.
That sounds interesting.
It is, until we find out they've actually all been shifted into either barbarians or pirates and try to kill us. We have to find out what caused the temporal cloud, find a way to stop it, and return the planet to its natural state. Then we get booted off back to Gallifrey and get our next mission. Now where do we start?
Maybe that massive beam of light in the sky?
Smart thinking, Edith. Now there must be a village nearby.
What for? You just said they could try and kill us.
I know, but we also need local information. Come on.
This is a pretty big village.
I've seen bigger. This is usually the moment where I go around and do all the talking. So, how about we split up? Pick a direction and just go that way and ask a few questions to a few random people. Then, once you're done, we'll meet up in that pub over there.
Hang on. These people might not react well to me asking them questions.
So? Just walk around like you own the place. And if they try something, punch them.
But what about when I ask questions? They'll be suspicious, won't they?
I mean, they shouldn't get suspicious. But if they do, just use... Aha! Use this.
What is it?
It's psychic paper. It makes the people you're showing it to see what you want them to see.
Okay, stop joking. What does it actually do?
I am being serious. That's exactly what it does.
The way you described it made it seem like magic.
It's not magic. I don't tend to use it often. It's just handy in a sticky situation. A bit like a quick get-out-of-jail-free card. Now go!
Are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I'm not trying to get rid of you. I'm just trying to cover more ground. Besides, you probably don't lie as well as me.
All right then.
Excuse me!
What can I help you with, sir?
Hi there. I'm new. I was just wondering, what's that big light coming from over there?
The light?
No, the sand. Yes, the light.
I don't really understand it. But it is what supplies us with all of our power.
No offense, but you don't look advanced enough to have technology.
Well, we have the great inventor to thank for that.
There's always some sort of great person involved in these situations, isn't there? Where can I find this great inventor?
Someone in there will be able to help you.
I see. Thank you.
Excuse me. Can I have a few words with you?
No, you may not.
It's very important.
I don't care. I'm a busy man and I have no time for you.
Maybe if you looked at this, you'd reconsider.
It's blank.
Is it?
Now, can you get out of my way now?
Wait. I showed you the wrong one. How about this?
I'm so sorry, Mum. I didn't realise there was trouble here.
Yes, there is trouble, because I'm
Governor of the Intergalactic Safety Agency.
I'm glad you recognise my authority. So tell me, what is that light over there?
Well, it appeared not long after the great inventor arrived. Now it's never left. It's been a great help to our people as it has provided us with the energy we require for light and heat, as well as assisting in our harvests.
I see.
Excuse me. I was just wondering if you knew how to take me and a friend of mine to the great inventor.
I'm not the man you're looking for. If you're insane enough to want to visit the great inventor, you want to talk to that guy over there.
Who is he?
That's Serlo Parish. He's considered one of the toughest people in the village and has been to the outskirts many times. That is where the great inventor lives.
I see. Thank you.
Aren't you going to pay me for that information?
No. Why should I?
Why, you...
Sleep it off. Could someone make sure that this guy has some sort of breath mint as well when he wakes up? No offense. You're Serlo Parish, I presume.
Maybe. What's it got to do with you?
I've got a little business proposition for you to assist myself and my companion on a mission.
What do you need?
To see the great inventor.
You must be crazy if you think I'm going to take you to the great inventor.
Yeah, the other guy said the same thing. But understand that it is imperative I see him. I can help the entire planet, restore you back to the way you once were.
What do you mean the way we once were? I've heard many people with that same reason, but they've never explained what they mean.
This planet is stuck in darkness, stuck in time. In your upper atmosphere, there are temporal clouds causing this entire planet to shift everything, possibly centuries, into the past. It makes you less advanced than you should be.
How is that even possible?
I think it was created by that light over there, created by your great inventor. I don't know why he did it, but I want to find out. I want to stop it.
Look at the people in this village. We aren't unhappy. Sure, I can take you out there into the outskirts and take you to the great inventor's castle, but I don't want anything to change. We work together as a community.
I'll pay you!
Really? How much are we looking at?
There will be 100,000 credits in it if you can successfully take me and my friend to the great inventor.
You must be serious to offer a number like that. Give me 800,000 credits, and you've maybe got a deal.
300,000.
600,000 then.
500,000 credits.
600,000.
5,500?
600,000 or find someone else.
Fine. 600,000 credits are in it for you if you can successfully take me and my friend to the castle.
Deal. But only if you promise not to fix what has caused this planet to change in time.
I'll do what I can, but I can't make any promises.
Where are you going?
To get ready to leave.
We're not going now.
As much as I wish I'd say I had time to waste, I'm on a mission. We need to move now.
We can't.
Why not?
It's too dangerous.
I don't care how dangerous it is. I've dealt with more problems than a desert. I've encountered monsters that you probably can't even comprehend. I faced Daleks, the Naimon, even gods. And if we don't leave now, I'll halve the amount of money you get as a reward.
All right, I get the point. Come on. There they are.
Are we seriously gonna ride horses?
What better transport is there?
True. I actually rode a horse one time in America with... Was it Butch Cassidy? Yes, it was Butch Cassidy. We had such a fun time that day.
I can't actually ride a horse. I've never done it before.
Don't worry, it's easy to learn. But you may fall off the first time. Just know it's not the end of the world.
Well, that is very helpful.
I know. Hello there, Bethany.
That's not her name.
It is now.
I'll have this one.
Right. I only have 2 rules. Stay behind me and don't try screwing me over.
Shouldn't be too hard to follow.
The outskirts are a dangerous place to go. I lost my cousin there to the wild beasts that lurk out there.
Let's make sure we don't greet them on our way then.
That's why I didn't want to go at this time. But you seem to be in a rush, so it's your funeral. So who is it that you're actually working for?
I'm not allowed to say.
Why not?
It's strictly confidential.
Why can't we tell him?
Because the first time I did that, Romana scolded me and made that mission a failure.
It'll be easier for me to understand what's going on if you told me.
Fine. I work for a group of people called the Celestial Intervention Agency. I'm from a planet called Gallifrey. I travel through time and space.
You're serious?
Well, he's telling the truth.
I suppose that makes sense.
Did you just see that?
See what?
That's not good. We've got to keep moving.
What is out here?
You don't want to know.
If we have any chance of surviving, I need to know, just like you needed to know about me.
You're not a hero, so stop trying to act like one.
Well, from the looks of things, you aren't a hero either. Yet we both think we're the good guy. Now we've got to work together. So just tell me!
No, because when I told my cousin about the beasts of the outskirts, she died afterwards.
Why don't you tell us more about the great inventor?
I don't remember much. One day he just appeared, and so did his castle.
Did he not threaten your people?
No, he actually gifted us with technology and supplies which would help us survive in the environment.
So whoever the great inventor is, he's meddling with the villagers?
How was it meddling if he's helping us?
That's what I used to ask myself when I was a free man.
You aren't free.
I wish. The people me and Edith are working for, they've taken my freedom from me. But I have a plan. One day, I'll be able to explore the universe again. I just have to find an important piece to my enigmatic puzzle.
What is it that you need? You haven't told me about it.
It's not important. Not yet.
If I'm your companion, then I should know what your plans are.
No, you shouldn't, because you're not my companion! What you are is being forced to work with me. The second I get a chance, I am sending you back home.
Why?
Because I don't need a companion, especially when I'm free again. It's better that way. What are you doing?
You don't need me, so there's no point in me following you, is there?
Get back on your horse. It's too dangerous to wander out there.
How am I supposed to know if you don't even have the common sense to explain what is out there?
Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Edith, stay still. What is in that sand, Serlo?
Something that can only be described as death.
Monk, what is going on?
The creatures have found us again.
Edith, walk very slowly towards us.
That's one of them, isn't it?
We call them the Dune Guzzlers.
Dune Guzzlers? Oh, of course! I know where we are now. This is a Overton miner.
It looks like a wild dog.
Yes, the Dune Guzzlers are almost like hyenas with green fur. And those yellow eyes are just perfect for hunting with...
Bones made of metal.
Exactly. But I thought they went extinct centuries ago. However, it seems the temporal cloud might have brought them back.
It doesn't seem to be happy hearing that it's supposed to be dead.
Well, of course it isn't. Down, boy. Yeah, that's right. Run away.
You're armed?
Who isn't armed these days? I'm not going to prance about the place like an idiot if I was wielding a sonic screwdriver, would I?
I would have no idea.
No, I don't suppose you would.
We should probably get moving now.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Edith. I scared the Dune Guzzler off. Won't dare attack us again.
Maybe it's not on its own. But what if it had backup? Look. How many are there?
Too many.
Edith, back on your horse. Let's get moving.
You go ahead. I'll try and fend them off.
No! I need you! You're the only person who can lead me to the great inventor.
This is a straight line from here. You'll be safe for a moment whilst they're busy dealing with me.
Here, take my blaster.
And I'll make sure I give them a run for their money.
Good luck, Serlo.
You're just leaving him.
It's his choice. I can't convince him otherwise. He's made a noble sacrifice.
Come at me, come on! Let's see what the worst you can do is. I want to see how many of you it will take to kill me.
How long do you think he's bought us?
I don't know. Maybe a few minutes. Probably only mere moments.
Why can't we go back to save him?
Edith, time isn't fixed. If anything, he might not even be dead. I may come back and save his life at another time, or someone else will save the day. We can't say he's truly dead.
But he is. We saw him die.
Edith!
Monk, go on. Keep going.
Keep going?
You didn't want to work with anyone in the first place, right? Well, your wish is granted.
What do you think you're doing?
Giving you some extra help.
I don't need extra help. I am perfectly capable of completing these ridiculous missions myself.
Did she help you defeat the creature?
Yes, but all she did was take me to a bar and distract the creature. The rest was me protecting her. Shouldn't I get some control over who I work with? Which I'd like to empathise is no one. No, for God's sake, I'm gonna regret this.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I didn't really think this through. My moustached self was showing a bit too prominently, and well, now I've got no idea what to do.
Mustache self?
It's complicated.
Well, I'm glad you had the change of heart resulting in both of us dying.
Trust me, I had no intention of doing this at first. I was quite happy leaving you.
Then why didn't you?
You'll never know now.
Hang on a minute. That man is a Timelord. I've got to help him. How can I deal with the Dune Guzzlers? Eureka! A little bit of weather control should do the trick.
What's going on?
The rain. Because the Dune Guzzlers practically live in the sand, when they are hit with rain, it weakens their bone structure.
So rain nearly melts them.
Exactly. And oh my word, we were lucky. Very lucky. I mean, in fairness, I wasn't ready to die yet. I mean, look at me. I'm far too handsome to die yet.
Now we're not dead. Why don't you explain it to me?
Explain what?
Why did you come back to save me?
It doesn't matter now. We're safe. That's important.
You can thank me for that.
Who said that?
I didn't say anything.
Not you. There's someone else. Can you not hear them?
I'm only talking to you in your mind.
Never mind. He's only talking in my head.
Prepare yourself for transportation to my castle. I believe you've got some questions to ask me.
Wait. You're the great inventor?
What was that? Another teleport?
Something like that, yeah. Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd call this a laboratory.
Well, it's not what I'd expect.
Yeah, it's not what I'd expect either. There's a lot here that doesn't really tend to fit into a lab.
Of course you've noticed that. You would know all about things that don't belong, Timelord.
The great inventor, I presume.
Correct.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mortimus. This is Edith, and we have a lot of questions.
We do?
We do.
Would you like a drink?
Ooh, yeah. Yes, please, go on.
I'm willing to answer any questions you may have.
Who are you really?
What do you mean?
I understand you're supposed to be this great inventor, a hero to everyone on Newton Minor. And I would have believed that. If it wasn't for, say, your way of teleportation, or as I would call it, spatial shifting.
And what's the difference?
Spatial shifting is an ability by very powerful entities in the universe, whereas teleportation, there is always that slight metallic taste in your mouth because of it being caused by machine. Also, that beam of light you created is not only the cause of the temporal clouds on this world, but also impossible to create with technology. That means I'm talking to someone very powerful, and there's only one group of people I can think of. The Guardians of Time.
That was incredible. You broke down every last detail as if you were a detective. It was very impressive. Well done. You've done it. I am at least a Guardian.
Which is why these items are so bizarre. It's not equipment. It's memorabilia.
Bingo. I should perhaps change my form a little now to prove my identity.
He's got a bird on his head?
I was more surprised by the colour. This means I'm talking to the beige Guardian?
So tell me, why have the Time Lords sent you here?
You've been spying on us this whole time.
Perhaps I have. I've had nothing better to do in the past decade.
What happened to you? Why aren't you with the rest of the Guardians?
At last, someone asks me the one question I have been dying to give the answer to for years. They kicked me out.
They did what?
I know, it's ridiculous. You wouldn't think they could do such a thing, but they can.
I'm sorry, but who are the Guardians?
We are eternal beings with knowledge and power that people like yourself could only dream of obtaining. We make sure that time isn't falling to pieces and is in as much balance as we can make it, no matter how much chaos the Black Guardian tries to cause.
What was it that you actually stood for?
I've lived for a long enough time that I don't even know anymore. I was always just there. The White and Black Guardian were always the ones at each other's throats. Then there was the Red with Justice, the Azure with Equilibrium, and then Gold and Silver. And let's not even get started on the troubles that the Crystal Guardian caused. Then there was me, stuck in the corner, never treated like an equal, always treated like I was nothing. So they cast me out. Made sure I couldn't return to our dimension. The first thing I did was I came to this world and ruled it for a few years before I got bored and decided to switch things up a bit. I manipulated the planet's time.
And so you created the temporal clouds?
Yes! Then I realized they wouldn't last long in perpetual darkness, so I gave them the power of a weakened sun. That's what that being really is. They treated me like I was a god, like I meant something to them. I felt like I had worth. But now...
You're bored again, aren't you?
Exactly. I don't expect some of the others to take me back in, but not even all this meddling gets their attention. All because I'm not a cool color.
That's weird.
Monk, don't be rude.
I don't mean it in a rude way. I mean, it's weird that, well, in some cases, the Beige Guardian and I are very similar.
How are we similar?
On Gallifrey, I was with a group of friends and we were like a little group. We called ourselves the Decker. Two of our members, who later became the Doctor and the Master, you're well known with them, were at each other's throats. Then we had the Rani, and Magnus and Drax, Millennia. Rallon's body was taken by the Crystal Guardian. Then there was me, Mortimus. Never seemed to be taken seriously by my friends, even after all the meddling in time and space I did. It never resulted in any respect from any of them. I was nothing more than a joke to them.
But now you're stuck working to fix time instead of meddling with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could help each other.
I'm listening.
You help me try and return to the Guardians, and I can send you to where your TARDIS is.
You know where it is?
What's a TARDIS?
It's my ship.
I do know.
There must be something in this lab that we can use.
And what about that big circle?
Edith, you genius! This is a cross-dimensional weaver.
Explain in English what that means.
It's usually only used to observe other dimensions. However, if we used enough power, we could theoretically overcharge it so that we could pass into a new dimension.
We just need a power source.
The light. It was with the power of the sun, right?
She's got a point.
If I do that, I'd also have to return the planet to what it should be, and get rid of the temporal clouds. These people wouldn't survive without the light.
Then get rid of the clouds. See this world have its first sunrise in decades.
All right then. Hold the Weaver up at the window. Ready?
Ready. Oh, Christ, that's hot!
Time to get rid of these clouds next. It's done. The people will be back to what they were, and darkness will be temporary once again.
Bye-bye, Doom Guzzlers. Hello, Sunrise.
Monk, be prepared for extraction. You've completed your mission.
There she is.
What is that time ring?
It's connected to Gallifrey. They've got control of where I go and when I go with this thing.
I can fix that for you.
How?
Simple. Now they won't be able to communicate or track you down. Are you ready to go find your TARDIS?
Where is it?
Shendi 2.
Shendi 2. I see.
Strange location for it to go to.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So, when are we going?
Right now.
What?
Thank you, Beige Guardian.
We meddlers have got to stick together. Honor amongst meddlers.
You'll be alright returning to your dimension?
Yes, I think I will.
Whoa! Watch your footing.
This doesn't look like the most pleasant planet.
That's because it isn't. This is also a very primitive world. Much more primitive than Earth.
Hey!
I'm being serious. Now we should start heading that way.
What for?
I don't know. I'm just picking a direction and hoping that I'm lucky.
Lucky to find your TARDIS?
Yes. I'm lucky to be one step closer to freedom. We're so close now.